today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. As we'll see Patrick Mahomes and the San Francisco 49ers versus Derek Carr and the Green Bay Packers.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by a man who needs no introduction. One of the most exciting players in all of sports. Now in his 6th season out of Texas A&M, Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. Aaron Jones, 78 yards. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They're led out by the 9th-year starter out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw his Carr. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Carr, the catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Levante David in on the tackle. Now Carr throwing on second down. And that is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's got a man complete. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Adam Thielen, an even 90 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Butker now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On first down, Carr. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Now Carr. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jonathan Taylor, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry and you come back and you're all fired up. And sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. And instead, it works opposite.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Off the option, it's Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to have a Niners first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he is tackled inside the 30, not quite to the 35. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now former 6th-round pick, it's Elijah Mitchell.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Mahomes. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They'll run it with Jones. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He finds Hopkins complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. On the draw is Taylor. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners 31. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there was one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Here's Carr to throw. The quick slant caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Second and goal from the 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Jake Ferguson punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast. But a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Niners set to take over on offense. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here we go, get off the field. Mark 50
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. He'll find Thielen work in the middle. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
59.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Buying time to his left. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown down right at the 9-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
Carr now on first down. Complete. Smith has it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And this will be a Packers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now on first down. Smith catches left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Well, they don't need to run another play. Here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a give to Jones running left. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. just shy of midfield. Mahomes, he'll drop this underneath for Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
And Carr's throw pulled in by Hopkins.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
Now a throw here to his running back. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From midfield, here's Carr. And this one complete to Smith. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball.
The drive will start with an option going left. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Carr now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and 5. Here's Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the option, it's Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. To throw, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And the catch made by Johnson. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility in quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Connects with Kittle underneath.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brought down back at the 31-yard line.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down at 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now they'll throw with Carr. And this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Lavonte David.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. That is caught by Thielen. And they'll be stopped at the 28. On a play that started at the 14, they pick up 14.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one as a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
An inside give to Jones. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Deontay Johnson, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good to make it 21-17. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And in the end, it was Deontay Johnson's touchdown catch to cap the drive. Now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or do they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 35 on 2nd down, Carr, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Mahomes going to throw. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in. 14 yards that time for number 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mahomes to throw once more. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now an option play on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And Mahomes going to run again. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
And that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This will get the lead up to 7. Butker's kick here is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. First down, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Second down and 3. Now Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Brooks. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 41-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Carr to throw again. Over the middle to Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 15. And that was one I kind of saw it coming, charging a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting. And he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. Drops it to Jones in the flat. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So Derek Carr in the offense, down by 7, a minute 52 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing his Carr. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. Now Carr. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Carr. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Giving to the big tight end on 4th. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Carr to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Carr to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. But a really nice knockdown. You get so much pressure in these situations on defensive backs. What are they taught?
Play the ball, not the man. Because if you have a pass interference penalty in this spot, boy, oh boy, you put your team in a bad place.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Carr. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Partner, what a finish to this one. I mean, this offense, they had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one more time, maybe with a different play call.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.